ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Lady Captain America. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Throwback Thursday review on the Marvel Select Ultimate Iron Man figure. This was originally released at around 2006, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but let me know if you know for sure in the comments below. I got the 2014 version, and I want to say this is a very special day because this is the last day I'll exist not knowing what the Avengers Age of Ultron movie is like. Yeah, I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm very, very pumped and very, very stoked for this. And on the side you get an image of the Ultimate Iron Man from the Ultimates comics, and then you get the Ultimates #2 right over there, and then you get the figure, a couple other figures, then we get the bio. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Ultimate Iron Man out of the packaging, hooked up to his display base over here. A pretty decent looking figure. I think it's a much cooler looking figure than the Ultimate Iron Man we got from Marvel Legends. I do like this base. You do have to assemble it all on your own. There's no just instructions or anything like that, so you kind of just have to figure it out, which isn't very complicated. You have to just plug in these legs over here. So it's a pretty cool looking display base, but the figure itself looks cool. I just wish it had more articulation. And just to get a quick look at some of the sculpted details on here. There's a lot of etched out panels and stuff like that, and buttons put into this thing. You could plug these into this side right here too. I don't know, there's something about this thing makes me wish it had some kind of function, like this thing should pull down or something should move on this, but no, nothing really moves at all. So I do like the helmet sculpt on this. I like the design of it. It's got this weird mech kind of look to this Iron Man armor, and I think they portray it very well with this figure. You cannot remove that helmet and reveal a Tony Stark head. There's nothing like that going on with this. But I do think the paint looks great as well. I really like that metallic red paint. You got a lot of nice etched lines over here. I think the red paint holds up pretty well on the rest of the figure where it's applied. And I do like this gunmetal look mixed in with a more solid silver look. I think that's really cool. Then you can put this gauntlet together on his forearm. You can see the holes, and he's got a hairy arm right there. You can just plug this together. So let's just do this. Let's see if I got this going the right way. Yep, there it goes. So that's actually pretty easy, and the glove stays the same. You can't plug anything into these little missile ports or anything like that, even though I do think they look very nice. And just like the other side, you can remove this gauntlet over here, and that reveals those ports on his hairy arm. I think the hands are done really well on this figure too. I really like how those hands came out. And you get this tapered in waist over there, and then he's got these big old boots, which I think are really cool. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Transformers a little bit, seeing these big boots right here. I do like the metallic red mixed with the yellow on these. Yeah, it does not have pickles at the bottom of his feet. You can see more sculpted detail. There's the Ultimate Iron, held together with staples. Wow, yeah, the butt plate is held together with staples, it looks like. Okay, but anyway, looking at the back of it, I think it looks really cool. Get some jet boosters right there on the back. So the articulation on this figure is kind of strange. He cannot move his head up at all. That's a bit frustrating, so it prevents him from getting into flying poses. He can look down a little bit, side to side movement. You do get some head pivot in there as well. He does have these weird shoulder joints that move all the way outward like that, and when you get them both moving upward, you can see right through the figure, which is kind of strange, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, you get these shoulders, and they also swing forward. There's no rotation over here at all. You do get a wrist rotation, but as soon as you really start moving it, these start popping apart, so that's kind of annoying. He does have a diaphragm joint that could rotate side to side, barely any pivot. It does crunch forward and back just a tiny bit amount. You do get some hip joint movement that moves outward a little. You can't move the legs forward, but it kind of moves forward at an angle, which is a little annoying. Moves backwards at an angle too. You don't get any swivel at the thigh, but you do get a knee swivel over here. Then the ankles can move downward, they can move up a little bit, and he does have ankle pivot. This is a Marvel Select figure, and this Iron Man figure stands at about 7.5 inches tall. Here's Marvel Select Iron Man compared to the Marvel Legends Ultimate Iron Man, and I'm surprised that the vac metal on this Marvel Legends figure is actually held up throughout all this time. Between the two of these though, I think I will say that as much as I don't like this figure, I think it's the better one out of the two. At least you can get him into flying poses, and at least he has a Tony Stark head underneath there. Then here's our Marvel Select Ultimate Iron Man compared to the Marvel Select Ultimate Hulk and Ultimate Thor, and I don't think these stand in good scale together. I feel like Iron Man should be shorter than Thor, and Hulk doesn't look like he's big enough. Then here's Ultimate Iron Man compared to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So it just really feels like I'm only able to get this figure connected to the base, and that's really about it. You can't really get him into any flying poses or anything like that. I've tried, man, so it's a bit frustrating. A good looking figure, it doesn't look bad, it's just, you know, the articulation is a bit of a bummer. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right over there, check out my last two videos right over here, and check out MarvelousNews.com for the latest in Marvel related news, and I can't wait for Avengers. I'll catch you guys later, peace. Ultimate Iron Man compared to the Marvel Select Ultimate Thor and the Thor? It's not Thor, it's Hulk!